on SoCal, Hollywood to the slums. Get burnt by the California sun on the west side. East Coast, where you at? Just got to New York like a net on a jet to London. To Brazil, to Quebec, like the whole world took effect to first.
It's a road game for the Knicks, and they're facing an interconference foe today. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. This game in Sacramento marks the start of a homestand for the Kings.
And this is a chance for them to go 2-0 against this team. They won that first meeting, and with a 3-game season series, they can clinch a winning record against them here tonight.
And how nice would it be to stick that in your back pocket after just 2 games, guys? I mean, I know they think that's what's going to happen because they played with that kind of confidence in the first meeting. They feel very good about this one.
Yes, sir. And now the New York Knicks starters. Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then there's Aflalo. Then there's Calderon. And it's Lopez in at the 5. Now here's Cousins. Averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. Just 5 on the clock. Gay, that's a 2-pointer. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
New York shooting their first free throws here tonight.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
McLemore, the pass to Rondo. Kicks it to Cousins. Feeds to Gay. Lopez with the steal. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Here's Rondo. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Here's Cauley-Stein from inside. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Anthony with it. Now defended by McLemore. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Here's Porzingis, guarded by McLemore. Porzingis passes to Lopez. That's good.
I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high-percentage shots in the paint here already.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish. And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Anthony kicks to Lopez. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. Taking a look at Cleveland. And checking out Sacramento. They're tied right now. And he knocks down the first one. And New York making a change here. Williams is checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Kings trail by 8. Rondo drives in. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game. Here's Calderon. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Williams, a screen on run. Down one.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I'll tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Calderon, that's good.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run. And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Here's a follow, and again, it's New York.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
Great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
And a fast break now for the Knicks. Williams kicks to Anthony. New York moving it around. And the basket good. Calderon's got his second basket of the night.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Here's Cousins. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. The Kings shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Williams heads a screen for Anthony. Three-pointer, no luck. Cousins, no good on the buzzer beater. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Knicks lead by 11. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
We'll give up now.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Calderon with it. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Look at that.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
Collison dishes to Cauley-Stein. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Here's Galloway to the left side wing. Here's Porzingis. Rejected by Collison. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. The Kings trail by 9. He dishes it to Curry. He kicks to Cauley-Stein. Back to Curry. Fires the 3. Sacramento gets it back. In the corner, Collison with it. Curry against Calderon. Curry passes to Collison. 5 to shoot. Cauley-Stein with the screen for Collison. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good. Now here's Calderon, guarded closely. There's the pick to the paint. Here's Porzingis. Kukoc with the block. Curry kicks to Cauley-Stein. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Calderon dishes to O'Quinn. And that one, no good to start him off on the night.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Well, the defenders have to make sure they tag it. Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's the screen. Off the pick. And he lays it up and in. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Just not a disciplined performance defensively in that game, guys. A lot of silly fouls hurt them throughout.
I think lack of discipline is the right phrase, Greg. I mean, a lot of silly fouls, and they did that even when they were in. Foul trouble.
Wait, what you said?
Completely new group on the floor for the Kings.
Nigga, you're not gonna catch up, bro. Nah, I feel you. I respect it though. I'm speed it up. I respect it. Usually I just let them shits run out because they be pissing people off.
Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Right now, I think maybe Hall of Fame because my little brother was playing on my shit, but I got the greatest of all time trophy, man. I mean, I play this shit.
Anytime they strung together a couple of baskets, they couldn't build on it.
Matter of fact, you on YouTube right now, nigga.
Good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Yeah, you on YouTube right now.
Not a Manny. That's a facial.
It's the share button on your controller, bro. You load that shit straight up to your YouTube.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Nah, ain't no download no app. This shit come with the PlayStation.
Simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Yeah, technology, bro.
Now here's Rondo.
Yeah, my man used to broadcast this shit, but I used to play tournaments like professionally, so like niggas. You know what I mean, so.
Lots of room. Can't get it to go.
Not really. I mean, we got a lot of trips out of that
They
shit.
just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Kings. That one was played in Sacramento.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
Yeah, and when you think about it, Greg, there was some really sloppy basketball being played by them. And they recognized that had they played a cleaner game, they could have gotten a win.
Yeah, he not about
Here's
that.
Rondo, following the score by New York.
You know, so many games are decided by which team
Yo,
wins
Melo's still on the
rebound
bench,
battle.
bro.
And that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's
Melo's not
also
the one you
been
gotta
the
worry
effort
about.
in general that's made a difference.
Oh, good shit. Nice.
The dish to Galloway.
Yep.
There's the screen.
Okay.
And O'Quinn kicks to Thomas.
Oh.
Rebound by the Kings.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on
Gotta
that
score
shot.
with
That
it.
is not
Gotta score with
high
it.
basketball.
Hands up, guys.
Not at
Hands
all.
up.
I mean,
Good
he
shit.
shouldn't even have considered taking that
10
shot.
point
Just
lead.
a poor choice there.
Yeah, make it 13, man. Make it
Through
13.
Calderon. Offensive rebound. Over Rondo. That one off the back iron and out.
It's 10-point lead, man. I don't know. Once I put somebody down, they don't come back, bro.
It did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I play, bro.
Just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
I don't even think it's about the D, bro. Like, I'm not even a good 2K player. It's just knowing the teams, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you're gonna beat me, like, down the stretch with Rondo playing point guard. If I start hacking that nigga, he not gonna hit all his free throws. You know what I mean, it's annoying, but if you ever get like that close, Rondo can't be in the game. It comes down to it, I'm gonna start fucking him up as soon as he touch the ball.
What a contribution.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys?
Yeah, yo, you do little shit like that, bro, that'll swing the momentum of the game so fast, bro, you wouldn't even know it. You could come back from, like, mad, like this 10-point deficit. If every time you score, you know what I mean?
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment.
Yeah, exactly. That's that timeout shit too. They start tapping the shit.
Just tearing them to shreds when he gets it inside.
Yeah, and getting it to him is the only hard part, fellas. I mean, once he has it, he's automatic. Forget about it. He can do work down.
Setting the floor
Gotta
for the
spread
Knicks.
the floor too.
They've got a follow.
Rondo and cut.
Anthony is
My
out
ball.
there with Porzingis. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Calderon.
Gotta get all the niggas out the paint, man. Oh,
The
here
Knicks
go
lead
Melo.
by 12.
Oh,
Here's
see.
Anthony. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight,
Yup.
but not sure on that
Not
possession.
that easy.
Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly,
Oh,
it makes them tough to
no.
defend.
Who left that baby?
Smooth operator, but I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
Sacramento with the ball.
Hands up.
The Knicks making the shot.
Yeah, you should see me play with the
Front pass
Warriors.
to the arc. Again, the miss by Anthony. The Kings trail by 14.
Give me that.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. On the jam by Rudy Gay.
Wrong Curry,
Hey,
bro.
guys, got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket, and don't let them set up the defense.
Just like in real life,
One
baby.
for their first 4 to start the second half. Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in
He's not
transition.
about that life.
The high post shot. They get it again.
Oh.
Here's Cauley Stein.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
There we go. Good D.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
That's good. 9 points for Carmelo Anthony.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
And Cauley Stein throws it down.
You don't even say L1.
And
You
just
gotta make
leaves
that
the
shit
D
first.
in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
And for a long time in the NBA, the stretch 4 was kind of the anomaly and not the standard. Now it seems that you are the rare power forward if you can't hit a 3.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
You go ahead.
I mean, he was great in his last game.
Yeah,
Clark,
about that
clearly,
like
he has
Leave
not
the
lost that love and feel.
But they get it back. They
Oh,
get a
give me
handoff.
that.
It's stolen by Calderon. By himself. Oh, and the jam by
Back to
Anthony.
15, baby.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Timeout called by the Kings. After like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
He's on fire.
Nah, you
He
start the
put their heads
offense with a
together to
pick and
figure out
roll.
how to get the ball out of his hand.
Like, always start the offense with a pick and roll. But like the shit with fucking, I play with Sacramento too. Like, I got some videos up with them niggas. It's like nobody's really like that great of a shooter. So a zone, if you sit in a zone against Sacramento, it's hard for them niggas to beat you because who's really shooting over the
Quincy
defense?
has come in for Cauley Stein. And Curry subbed in for Rajon Rondo. An intentional foul.
The only way you
committed,
get
but
that
for
nigga
purpose,
open is
Greg,
if you put him at
I'm
the
not
power
sure.
forward and then run a pick and pop, and then somehow like run around it and then throw the ball back to see if he'll get to the 3-point line.
First time out here.
So I mean, he can't shoot free throws. He can't shoot free throws. The nigga Caspi can't shoot no free throws. So wrong Curry, bro. Wrong Curry. Right sauce, wrong Curry, bro. That's the wrong nigga.
New York calls timeout.
Yeah, man. Nah, that go. I call all my timeouts in the third quarter, like, cause you got seven timeouts in the quarter. I mean, in the game, but you lose 3 when you go into the fourth. So you might as well call those 3, and your players, the energy go right back up, and it's annoying as fuck. If I'm up right now and I'm calling 3 timeouts and I'm letting the whole shit run out, you know, I go play with my dog, I go do some other dumb shit, I reply to text messages. It's pissing you off. You feel what I'm saying? That's all you do. It's like a head game. If you could piss them off and get them somewhat anxious and run your whole offense with a pick and roll, nobody can stop you, bro. I'm telling you. Right. Also, because the players are getting bumped so much, because the other guards are getting bumped so much, they lose energy faster. So they're less likely to hit shots. So like Robin Lopez, right? He got a bruiser badge. So you gotta know what the badges mean. As soon as somebody touches him, they start to lose energy. Like, you never played the Warriors and then like all of a sudden all your players lose energy? Yeah, it's because it's the fatigue. They got Draymond Green down there, who's like a gold bruiser. So as soon as you touch him, like, they start to lose mad energy. Like Lopez, bruiser. You know what I mean? You call him, see this? Rudy Gay is losing energy. You might even want to bring it back up if you got time. Yo, bring him again, man. Boom. Losing more energy, and I still score, get a valid attempt. Oh yeah, it's gonna be hard for you to win with your star with weak legs and shit.
First free throw is good, and both free throws good for Lopez.
What you mean? Oh, the attributes? Yeah. I mean, nah, they show it when you do it. So like if I fade away with Carmelo, they'll show like, okay, yeah, he got a fade ace badge. You know what I'm saying? So like, see, like now my players are going to the fourth quarter with 100% energy. So there's no chance. I mean, there's less likely a chance of them fucking up. You get what I'm saying? And all I gotta do is survive till the 2-minute mark, and then I win.
Rondo against Calderon.
Yeah, but the problem is no team in this game is really built. I mean, you could do that. I do the same thing too, like 2 lineups and you run, and eventually the players will get run down. But you got to, right, but if you want to do that, you got to make sure that you keep bumping the other players' star players. Like every time they get the ball, double them. Make somebody else beat you. If you beat me with the Kings, bro, fucking Rondo's gonna have 40. He has to.
Then it's Curry, and it's Rondo, and it's the point guard.
Yeah, you pick, yo, listen, if you pick one player on the floor and you say, yo, this player gonna have to be fucking Michael Jordan for you to get beat, see, look, more energy loss. Boom. That's wet.
That's good.
pretty passing, timely recognition as to
yo, what energy he at right now?
Here's Rondo.
Yeah, my controller died.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded
Nah. Y'all gonna have to sit with that pick.
The kick out to a follow. Off target from 3-point range. The Kings trail by 13.
Yeah, he's not about that life.
Here's Game.
Oh!
And the officials
Trying to swat his shit.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Yo, man, stop trying to force it. That's the only reason he ain't in hand. Oh, give me that. Come on, set it. Oh, yep.
6 to shoot.
Yep.
Pass to Lopez.
Yep.
New York needs to get off a shot.
Wet.
Calderon, no good.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
This is what you want to do. As soon as they touch the ball, you double it. You get it out their hands. And you let that nigga shoot.
And with that one, the lead is
fuck it. I don't care. If you make a shitload of those, I don't know where he got that 3-point rating from, but yeah, you enjoy it all you want. You can shoot. Go ahead, knock yourself out. Go ahead. He not hitting that consistent. I'm not even worried about it. You might want to jump up last second. It scares him. If I could knock the offense off for like a couple seconds at a time, bro,
And it's good coming on the assist by
It's going to be trouble because your players can't even cut.
Rondo's got his 7th assist in the game.
Oh, look at that.
The pass to Calderon.
Now put them points right back. Put them points right back.
9 points here in the second half.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Yeah, where's Rondo? Nah, let Rondo shoot that, nigga.
Lets it
I'm
go
guarding
from
Curry.
deep. Sacramento gets it back.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Passes it to Porzingis. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
Sauce-him.
Good for
Sauce-him.
another bucket. He's made half a dozen.
He don't got the
now,
footwork.
6 for
He didn't have the
36
footwork.
He has really shot the ball extremely well,
Yeah,
as
the
you'd
footwork,
expect.
son.
Like we say, he's been making sweet spring music all day long.
Nah, I didn't even see that. I knew I was gonna go. I knew niggas was gonna go around him anyway. Like his body is too wide. You can do the same thing with DeMarcus Cousins. As soon as you post up, spin. But if they like, they'll start to anticipate the shit. So like, yo, bro, I'm telling you, so like, I used to give like 2K lessons, son. Well, basketball lessons when like NBA Live when we used to play the tournaments and shit. They used to go from city to city to pick like the best players. I'm in New York right now. Yeah. See? Even his jumper's not on. You know what I mean? Well, look, see that spin right there, bro? As soon as you bump, you spin. See, eventually they're gonna start anticipating the spin like you doing. you can catch him with this.
Over to the left.
You know what I mean?
Gay with the defensive effort.
Hop step? Nah, not really. Nah. I didn't find it too reliable. The spin is good though. Oh, give me that. You might want to jump passing lanes too. Like, I anticipate passes.
Sacramento gets it back.
There you go. That's the double team. Soon as the niggas touch it, you don't even want them the opportunity to score. Nope. Somebody else gonna beat me, not DeMarcus Cousins.
Cousins again, stamping it.
See, you spin, you be valid. You know what I mean?
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's
yo, look at the Rockets. Look at the Rockets big men, right? Dwight Howard can't shoot free throws. Oh, yeah. Dwight Howard and Clint Capella can't shoot free throws. So unless the Rockets could beat you without a big man, bro, you know what I'm saying? You could double up, and as soon as one of them niggas start to drive to the rim, you get their player and you hack them. It's easy to strip them.
Making it one game apiece for the year with one left to go against the Kings.
They clearly look like a different team now. Suddenly,
nah, you can stop them, bro. You probably just didn't have the right team. But yeah, that spinning shit is valid. I ain't worried about him. See, I knew he was gonna turn it over. I'm already looking for the steal.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
I already knew it.
Here's Anthony, and again it's New York.
Well, if it wasn't,
it's like playing at the park where you see a retarded nigga get the ball. You like, oh nah, you're not even worried about what he's doing with it. You worry about what a dumb nigga gonna throw it, cause you gonna take that shit. You just like, oh yeah, this nigga got it now. It'll strip him.
So he gets them both.
Yeah.
There's 14 seconds left in the game.
Oh nah, I don't lose two, especially not two, nigga. Like, you might catch me with a good one, but once I sit down, you can't fucking catch me with two, bro.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far.
Oh, the greatest of all time. Nah, man, you gotta fight fire with fire. You gotta stop playing with the Kings, bro. Like, I'll play with the Kings. I'm nice with the Kings.
Cauley Stein dishes to Rondo. Now here's
Yep.
McLemore outside.
Yep, that's
Fellas, that's exactly the job the big guy has to do for him. Contest every rebound.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
Yo, is the Knicks lower than the Blazers? Oh, switch. Lower team get home, bro. My team is ranked lower than your team. Look. I sent you a text message, bro. I'm just looking at the games, so they 20. Let's go, New York.
The Trailblazers are out of Portland and into an interconference game. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Trailblazers. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Puddling out there with the Minu. And it's Henderson in at the 3 spot. Plumlee with the steal. And now Portland on the break.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Yeah, good call there. I mean, feet clearly moving when he set the screen.
And he lowered the shoulder, too. I mean, they were going to get him there one way or the other. I mean, that was an easy call.
And, guys, C.J. McCollum is a scoring-minded combo guard out of Lehigh. Was taken with the 10th pick back in 2013 and still looking to make a big impact in the NBA.
Here's Plumlee. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Anthony, the pass to Lopez. Stolen by McCollum. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Well, McCollum has struggled with injury. He's broken a bone in each of the last 3 seasons dating back to college at Lehigh.
Yeah, and if he can stay healthy, I think he's got a bright future. He had a broken finger last season, and he broke his foot twice in the seasons prior, Kevin, just to embellish the injury situation. But he's got some ability.
Now, here's Aminu. Just 3 to shoot. The shot by Lillard. Watt. wide open. Drills the three-pointer.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Pass to Porzingis. Out to Anthony. It's stolen by Aminu. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Lillard. McCollum's got his second basket of the game. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
The three. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Portland did a lot of things right last year in their 51-win season. The one constant for them was how Greg played defense.
You know, Kevin, they were good all season long in terms of staying focused on that side of the ball. Really made sure to challenge every shot, and with their length and reach, they should be a factor defensively.
Now here's Calderon to the paint, stolen by Henderson. Here's Aminu. Good, great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, you know, as you said, Portland challenged every shot last season. They were a top 10 team in limiting opponents' shooting percentage. They were also best in the league in limiting three-pointers.
Trailblazers leading by 6. Henderson kicks to Plumlee. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run. There are a lot of different approaches on defense. Portland challenged shots and didn't make risky plays. They were last in turnovers forced last year, but overall, they had a strong defense.
One-on-one fast break. And that one's good, Anthony.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Aminu dishes to Plumlee. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And the basket by McCollum.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here's Anthony. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Porzingis. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss. Lillard the pass to Aminu. Henderson kicks to Plumlee. He dishes it to Henderson. Down low. And there's Lillard on the assist by Henderson. Henderson's got 3 assists in the game. Anthony dishes to Lopez. Plumlee with the steal. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That one's on Anthony.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. The Trailblazers lead by 12. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And the Trailblazers have really been rolling, haven't they?
You know, you can tell right now this team's on the same page. They are right where they want to be offensively.
Well, finding scores on time and on target with your passes, it makes scoring the ball easy for him.
Derek Williams is out there with Thomas. Then there's Grant. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Galloway in the 2 spot. There the group. New York will start the second half. There's the screen. Williams attacking. Thomas with the ball. Leonard picks him up. They get the rebound. Here's Galloway. No good from outside. Trailblazers leading by 10. To the middle. To the middle. Davis, the pass to Roberts. Another miss by Leonard. And guys, Myers Leonard really showing signs of progress in last season. Huge steps forward for the big man.
And you know, progress is all about confidence with young players. I mean, his shooting percentages were remarkable when you look at the fact that 50, 40, 90, 50%, 40%, 90% for a 7-footer, unheard of, and he's in that neighborhood.
And O'Quinn kicks to Williams. Here's Galloway. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that three, or she'll give up points in a hurry.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
And here's Leonard from 3. Crabbe kicks to Leonard. And the call will be against Langston Galloway. That's his first foul. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Portland with the ball. Henderson dishes to McCollum. Launches it. The Trailblazers rebound. And Aminu kicks to Plumlee. Pass to Henderson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Jose Calderon. And with Gerald Henderson Jr., what you see is what you get. A solid player, good athleticism, but he doesn't really specialize, Clark, in any one thing.
Well said, Kevin. Right on the mark with that. He came into the league as a jack-of-all-trades kind of guy. Skills were somewhat unrefined, and that's sort of where he is today. He is who he is.
The Knicks making a switch here. Galloway's checked in.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And going back to Henderson, he has the raw tools and intelligence to be a good scorer, but limited range and ball handling skills have put a cap on his development. Plus, he kind of lacks a go-to scorer's mentality.
McCollum. It's rebounded by New York. Pulls up. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his first personal foul.
And, of course, Gerald Henderson Jr.'s dad was a solid NBA player in his own right. Never made an all-star team, but was a 3-time NBA champion. And ultimately, that's what counts.
Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Derek Williams comes in for Porzingis. Thomas checked in for Anthony. And it's Grant in for Aaron Aflalo. Dishes it to Henderson. McCollum, no good.
And it became clear, thinking about the Knicks again, I mean, it made sense for a team with injuries and being in disarray on the floor to just battle for that lottery.
Knicks trail by 12. Williams, a screen on Lillard. Galloway, the pass to Williams. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Make it two hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be, remove all doubt on that attack.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Plumlee's checked in.
You know, kind of packing it in for the sake of being better in the future can possibly work in New York for a year or two, but not longer than that. The media will eat you up there if you don't start making some progress towards winning, pleasing basketball. Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot two. So he picks up just one from the line that time.
You know, even though they're behind, I love the job they've been doing getting to the free throw line.
We always like it when you're aggressive and not settling.
Here's Williams, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
And we've reached halftime in this one. It's the Trailblazers up 11. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Take a look at what McCollum's done. 9 points and 1 steal.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. As magical as the 2014 playoffs were for the Blazers, remember they beat Houston in that first round, that great shot by Lillard late to win it and move on. 2015, not as much. You know, Greg, they drew a very tough Memphis team, as you recall, in the first round.
Yeah, you often talk about styles making fights. Very similar in this series. They would go on to drop the first 3 games before being bounced, but still a good showing for a team that struggled mightily down the stretch with injuries.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Henderson out there with Aminu. And it's Plumlee in the center position.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is. And, you know, just as you said, Portland didn't have enough to get by the Grizzlies in the first round. Ended up losing in 5 after taking 1 game, and that was game 4. Just had a hard time breaking down the Memphis defense.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Follow again, Henderson. Here's Lopez. Lays it up and banks it in. Lopez has got 9.
Another loss for the Blazers when they were the 4 seed, as you mentioned. As a franchise, they have lost in the first round every time they have ended up as the 4 seed. Not exactly a good position for them to be in. Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And the jam by Gerald Henderson.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Anthony dishes to Lopez. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
And Aminu kicks to Plumlee. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. He's got 6.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
They get it back. Here's Lopez. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And Al Farouk Aminu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Anthony. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Trailblazers leading by 9. There's the pass to Plumlee. Kicks it out to Lillard. Back to Plumlee. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Outside Anthony. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Anthony's got 4 points in the quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And, guys, what I like about Damian Lillard, very decisive with the ball in his hands. Always in attack mode. He keeps it hopping, and he has a killer instinct in the clutch.
The Trailblazers shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. Knicks last season had a lot of problems here in Manhattan, and it showed all over the floor, Greg. And you played for this team. You know what it's like to play basketball in New York. Not a good record for them at home last year.
How about finishing 10-31 here and playing in front of a sold-out crowd every night? And one thing about New York, they're going to let you know when they're displeased. Worst home record in the East and 2nd worst home record in the league.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc. And boy, are they taking advantage.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
And, you know, for the Knicks, there were a lot of reasons why they were bad at home. Bottom 5 in field goal percentage, against at home, field goal defense, and 3rd worst field goal percentage at home in the league.
Here's Porzingis. Drains it from beyond the arc. Porzingis has got 11 points.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Leonard kicks to Crabbe. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
And you know, commend the Knicks faithful. They still would sell this place out. And you have to give a shout out to the fans for sticking through what was a very difficult year. At least it has to get better.
Good D by Lopez.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
New York calls timeout.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Knicks trail by 10. Here's Aflalo. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Anthony with it. And count the basket. He is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Trailblazers leading by 7. Here's Roberts. They get a hand on it. With 1 on the clock. And it's Anthony with the jam.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Trailblazers lead by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Grant is out there with a follow. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Porzingis in the 4 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Seems every season, Clark, you hear the same thing. Portland Trailblazers had to deal with some tough injuries.
Kevin, it appears as though it might actually be a curse. I don't like to use that word, but the history of this team and injuries is as unique as any in the league. Last year, no different.
Here's Grant. Outside Anthony. And now Farouk Aminu gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Look at Gerald Henderson. He's been playing really well.
He just continues to light him up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his points.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
And stolen by a follow. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Carmelo Anthony.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Langston Galloway's checked in for Grant. Here's Anthony. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Aminu with the bucket.
That coverage is just too weak. I mean, heading down the stretch, that sort of defensive lapse can cost you a game.
Damian Lillard is a 2-time All-Star. He just keeps getting better and better, and I love his demeanor on the floor. He seems a lot older than he really is.
Yeah, he's got an old head, and he's got a very even-keeled disposition about him, which serves him well. He almost missed the All-Star game last season and was an injury replacement.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. The dish to Aflalo. He feeds it to Lopez. New York moving the ball around. Stolen by Henderson. To the inside. Oh, wow. That's a beautiful jam.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball team, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Lillard, the pass to Aminu. Back to Lillard. Here's Plumlee. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Aflalo. Anthony's got the lead up to 2 now for the Knicks.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
It's been a tough go for him. Just an uncontainable game for Lopez. He's got 11 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
And Clark, that needs to continue. When he has an opportunity to get an open teammate the ball, he has got to make that a priority.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Williams, he's checked in for Porzingis. Lance Thomas comes in for Anthony. And it's Grant in for Aaron Aflalo. Plumlee dishes to Lillard. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Grant. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
Portland's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Lillard attacking. Anderson, no one around him. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Grant with the ball. Lillard picks him up. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Just out for a three-point play. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
A different look for New York. Anthony's checked in for Thomas. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. And Plumlee kicks to Lillard. And the basket good.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy. And what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
Plumlee against Anthony. The 11-footer hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Anthony's got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Looking at the game for Plumlee. He's got 8 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. The drive by Anthony. Poked away. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. And then Henderson with the jam.
Oh, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him. After the and one, it's a 2-possession ball game. They're starting to put the hammer down now, guys.
New York calls timeout. They trail by 4. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Anthony drives in. Money!
Just a fantastic effort they're getting from Anthony right now.
Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Nails it!
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that, it has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
And so it's Portland winning this one. A nip.